Next up, we have Jessica. It's not as smooth. I understand. Like if I ever did this solo, it definitely would not go so well. But Jessica I is currently a plus 100 underdog versus Joanna, JoJo, Dr. Neville, Bad Mofo, JoJo Calderwood. She's got a lot of nicknames at this point. Minus 120. And actually, I will take this off your hands at first because this is actually Mike's bet for this card, and I got his bullet point breakdown of this one. I only asked for bullet points because that way I don't have to read through everything. But that's at the minus 120, so that would be 1.2 units to win you guys one. So let me get that out of the way now. And that's he says JoJo has better jiu-jitsu and better striking. Agree with that. And she's longer. Sorry, that's my part of the breakdown. Sticking to his. Has more heart, and he despises I. Don't we all? He thinks that she's trash. He thinks that she's trailer park UFC, which I've never thought of that phrase before, but I very much appreciate it. So I'll throw it to you, Mikey Gills, on your thoughts on JoJo versus Jessica I.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot. Jessica I, 7,800 on DraftKings. JoJo going for 84. Jessica I's lost 2 of her last 3, and JoJo also lost 2 of her last 3. And I don't know. It's weird with JoJo. Like a lot of people like her for some reason. I don't get it. I don't see what was ever super special about her. It's like I never watched a Joanne Calderwood fight and been like, oh, that girl's going to be champion. But for some reason, I think maybe it's because she's like Irish, Scottish, whatever she is. Like I think it has something to do with that. But like as far as this fight goes, like it's super close. I don't really have a strong lean either way. I've never been high on either one. Like Joanne Calderwood, from what I've seen, probably has a bigger striking arsenal. But again, I don't have a strong lean on this. I would say Joanne Calderwood, but don't listen to me on this one. So I ran out of breath at the end of that.
That's fine. You're just lucky that real Mike isn't here because he would utterly slam you. Because most everyone involved with this show or this site are huge. Hoods isn't a word. Huge. JoJo Calderwood fans. So you got to take it up with them then. You got to take it up with them. In this particular,
I'm new here, so it's whatever.
It's fine. In terms of the Twitter collective, I think the Twitter collective is all the guys that like the soft-spokenness, the accent, things in any girl that has like the side of their head shaved. That's usually an instant plus 5 points.
Yeah, I was into Riot Girls in high school.
Like Riot Girl, like the Good Charlotte song?
Riot Girl, like Riot, GRRRRLZ, like Riot Girls.
Okay, I got nothing. We're moving on. We need to go back to movie trivia that I got, but either way, we'll get back to that in future shows or later on in this one. It all depends. For me, JoJo Calderwood, I have been really trying to not be too disparaging on Jessica I. I was a fan of her back when she was in Bellator and actually fought to her strengths and didn't just have this grandiose opinion of herself and her skills and thinks that like everybody is somehow against her. I mean, I'm against her, but most everybody isn't. But I like JoJo, like how long. I mean, obviously JoJo has long limbs, but she fights long. She does the teep from a distance. She will throw straight punches. She's better in the clinch than I. I's best chance is to get her with volume and pin her against the cage. Although I think if they do that, then they'll have to be in the clinch, and I like JoJo there. So this is Mike's bet. Obviously, as I already said, minus 120, 1.2 to win you guys 1 unit.